Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. We're at right now. I'm seated up on a towel. I want to remind you the reason that I'm doing these short videos and bringing the practice from my home is that students have requested this because we're out for a while, and so I'm doing that. So I say this every time. Pretty much, I'm in my tiny little practice space. This is short and sweet, this one, and what I'd like to do is the hands right now are getting a lot of attention, and these hands that do so much for us all day, every day, they are such an integral part of our daily living, and we take them for granted. The heart chakra is, it's in this whole cavity around here. Chakra means wheel. It's a wheel of energy. We know that we're made of energy. There are energy centers in the body, beginning at the tailbone, and then the top one is the crown of the head. When we talk about the heart chakra, right around enveloping some major organs with the lungs and the heart, the arms are an extension, are said to be the wings of the heart chakra, and the hands are an extension of the heart as well. Sometimes in practice, at the end of practice, we will talk about bringing the hands together into Namaste hands. We do this at the end of every practice. But what I'd like to do today is talk about the hands a little bit deeper, and also let's just practice right now with this feeling right through here in the chest, and it is connected to the hands. So thinking of the hands as the sides of the heart, and when you bring the hands together, and you don't let them touch just yet, but you slowly bring them together, and you can feel the heat and the energy moving in between them. But when you bring the hands together, it is said that when the hands meet, that there is a softening right through here. It's very subtle in the heart space. Let's practice. So when the hands come close together, don't let them touch just yet. Take an inhale softly, and as you softly exhale, let the hands come together. And as the hands come together, see if you can feel this softening right through the front of the body and into the heart space. Try it again. Inhaling gently. And the exhale brings the hands together, and there's a softening. One more time. Inhaling. And as you exhale, hands come together. And we find, I hope you can feel it, that softness right in here. Hands. There is a practice called Jin Shin Jyutsu, and you may have bodywork people in your area. I know we have some in our area that use Jin Shin Jyutsu to release tensions in the body. We know that there are lines of energy moving through the body, 86,000 nadis, according to yoga. There are lines of energy. There's a kidney line from the right in here, right in the middle of the ball of the foot, moving up. There are yang energy lines on the outsides of the body. There are yin energy lines on the insides of the body. And so Jin Shin Jyutsu works with alleviating the tensions and working with the tensions in the body. They look for ways to release tensions and various symptoms that are happening in the body. Now the hands are looked at as jumper cables, and each one of the fingers represents different things that are going on in our lives. They're also connected to different organs in the body. And so what I'd like to do right now is let's work through the fingers. The thumb has to do with worry, when we worry. And so if we're worried about something, there's lots of things to worry about right now. You basically just hold the thumb, and it's not squeezing it, but it's just a gentle pressure. And we sit and we close the eyes, holding onto the thumb and breathing in and out. And we'll take 3 breaths with each one of these. Let's switch over to the other thumb, and again, just gently holding. Now with this, the thumb connects to digestion, headaches. It's connected to the stomach and the spleen, and it is said that if you feel a headache coming on, hold your thumb. Hold on to it and just breathe and see if it can release the tension associated with the headache. Worry. Okay? First, the index finger has to do with fear. And so if you are feeling fearful about something, Jin Shin Jyutsu asks you to hold on to that finger and just gently bring it into the lap. You would hold on for about 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously, the longer the better, I'm sure, but it's just a gentle breathing and sitting with this and holding on. Breathing softly, gently. Go ahead and switch. Hold on to the other index finger. It is said if you feel a backache coming on, to hold on to the index fingers. So it has to do with back pain, being in the flow, toothache. And it is connected to the bladder and the kidneys, which you think about the kidneys in the back. And so holding on, index finger, has to do with that. I get a kick out of the middle finger because the middle finger has to do with anger. And so you think, oh, that's perfect. So now here's the middle finger. Go ahead and hold on. There are things that bring us anger. And this works to alleviate, soften, allowing the body to settle in. Gentle, deep breaths. Go ahead and switch over to the other hand. Gentle squeeze, gentle pressure. The middle finger also has to do with mental fatigue, eye strain, dry cough. It is connected gallbladder and liver. Okay, you think of like the bile of the liver, it's angry. The ring finger has to do with sadness and grief. And so we gently hold on, sadness and grief. Trying to relieve the tension within the body. Switch to the other finger. This ring finger is connected to our breathing. It's connected to the lungs and the large intestine. And it's connected with breathing and letting go. So you've got the sadness and the grief. If you're feeling a little anxious with the trouble with the breathing, hold on to the ring finger. People will find if they breathe through it, holding on, connected to this line of energy, things soften, they release, they get better. The pinky has to do with pretense or trying to. And what that means is on the outside you're putting on the pretense of everything's great, it's fine, and on the inside you are absolutely crying and just feeling horrible about what's going on. And so holding on to the pinky, instead of covering things up, it allows the body to find some balance and to release the tension. And switching the hand. The little finger also connects to to a sore throat, calms the nerves, brings laughter. And the little finger is connected to the heart and the small intestine. So People have also asked, what if I'm feeling, fear, and I'm also really angry. I'm just like scared, and I'm angry about the whole thing. You can do both at the same time. Sometimes I feel like I want to hold my whole hand. Like, these are just hard times, and so as I go to leave you today, wash your hands and wash them lovingly. Find ways to maybe massage into each finger. Worry, fear, anger, grief and sadness, and that pretense or trying to cover something up when inside you're not feeling that great. Headache, backache, feeling really discontented, sort of this angry, irritable, okay? Negative feelings, needing to let go. And then on that last one, just finding the balance of you need to stop trying so hard to be so brave on the outside, to be with the body. Try not to touch your face, wash your hands, and eventually we'll get back to this place where we can find hugs for each other, and we'll get through this. So thank you so much for sharing. One more time, bring the hands closely together, don't let them touch. Feel the energy in between and the heat in between, so you know there's a transfer. Take an inhale gently. As you exhale, let the hands touch. Feel the softening through the heart center. Namaste.